gentlemen, Oman FM brings Esi.
It's exciting to win such an award. It makes me feel that, yes, it's hard. A lot of the time, this kind of work that we do, you need to be up and doing. You have to go through a lot, especially in the shipping industry or the maritime industry. It's a male-dominated industry. And so once you are in it as a woman, you have to do more, an extra more to be recognized. So for me being recognized as the reporter of the year for the year 2021 Ghana Shippers Award, I feel elated, and I believe that it's going to be another level that will encourage me to do more, so that not only for an award but also for the society, because a lot of people need to be informed about what goes on in the shipping industry, because trade is global, and for that matter, as a consumer, you need to know what goes on around the world to be able to be up to date with regards to the economy.
The Journalist of the Year this year for the Ghana Shippers Awards is Esi Boateng of Oman FM. And I think that all we did was to compare with other journalists who report within the maritime and shipping industry, to compare their notes in terms of how much work and effort they've put in to put light on the maritime and shipping industry, the uniqueness of their work and the impact of their story on the people of the country. Those are the things we looked out for, and we compared it, and we felt that Esi Boateng actually was the best among the journalists that filed for this. So that is the essence of this particular.
Esi that I have known for all these years is, if I will put it, is cool to be with. There's nothing that she has done. In fact, sometimes she gets wild at me. In fact, when stories have to come and they're a little bit delays, such attitudes are welcome, because she needs to get it done. So I haven't even not at all regretted working with her. The sky is the limit for Esi, because we are actually working towards something great. So they should watch out for Esi Boateng.
I was in Kumasi and I heard about the award, and I said, no, you deserve it, because having gone through, the maritime industry is too big. The sectors are so enormous, and for you to be able to emerge as you're competing with, I think, is it two or
yes, graphic
and
BNF.
And you know, those they were giant competitors. And having been able to emerge the winner, it means kudos to all the team. You've done well, and
that's because I have a
yes, and I think this is going to propel us to
the next level.
And 2022, it will be very big. We are promising that from henceforth we are going to deliver.
Yes.
We are going to do what the shipping industry what they want, and God be our helper. And congratulations once again to my dear sister. She's been very cooperative of late, and
thank you.
She's been very good, and her accent alone. And we are going to do things bigger this time. Thank you.
Thank you. This year's award was organized by the Ghana Shippers Authority in collaboration with a company called Globe Production, and it is the Ghana Shippers Awards, basically to recognize stakeholders in the maritime industry And so it cut across the transport sector, freight forwarders, all the agencies in the maritime industry. So this year's best reporter, or let's say reporter of the year in the shipping industry, was given to me, and Maritime Import News on Oman FM.
On behalf of the company, as the general manager, we're really very proud of her of the award because she's very hardworking. Ines is a very hardworking person. Every day she comes in, she goes out, she's giving different stories of Maritime Import News, and we're very proud of her again, like for bringing the award to Kansas City media.
I know where Nanesi started from. Nanesi started from scratch, and then where she has reached. I think we have a lot of testimony to give about Nanesi, but was the time is very limited. We can say more. A little bit we can say that Nanesi is a person who listens, who always seek advice from the producers and then beyond. So Nanesi is a person I think I am very happy to work with her, and she's a person who also respects the producers' opinions.
Esi Boateng nyina enuaba yene na woni nsumo Oman FM hasi na abasobodi a Ghana Shippers Awards yade amano no wenye didi kan a ede sa abasobodi no ama enuaba na o deserve say bona baso esan say Maritime News me joining Kansas City media mfie enum ni nsiani wo hwe na ho keka wo hwe sebe se no bu nipa se ne nyonko fatie se ne ne tekase bode ma ano na ohwa basobode a yede amano a wose efata se yede sa basobode no amano nti de kan no ye beda twedi ampon ase se ono na de nimdie ama yenu aba no ama ene ono so timi join Kansas City media abusuaku no ma nyuma pa a wodi akiri abesi sampempe so nti yede abasobode yede amano.
I think that over the years the maritime industry, or let's say the shipping industry, has been one of the silent industry when it comes to reportage or when it comes to reporting. It wasn't really known in the media because it was a kind of male-dominated sector, and it's difficult to have them even speak about it to you. So when I was giving the nod to take up the Maritime Import News on Oman FM, I had Wofakwabna Kwachi introducing me into it, lecturing me every morning on what to look out for. Then I started reading about the industry, started reading about it, and every morning after the news I have to go for a brief. So you have to tell us what is going on in the industry. It gradually developed the interest. So I took it, and then this is how far it has brought us. I realized that when you study the industry, you get to know that, especially in Africa, 90% of the things or the goods we use here are imported. So if it is imported, the clothes, the jacket I wear, the camera we are using, the phones we have, everything was imported. And if it's imported, how do you get to know how much you are paying for it? So the real cost of shipping became one thing I decided to investigate. For instance, you go out there and you import a set of these microphones. How much are you paying the container, paying for the container that you are putting the microphones in? How much are you paying for the shipper who is putting it on sea and bringing it to you? How much are you clearing your goods at the ports? The cost involved, it all comes down to the consumer. That's you and I buying the phone or the microphone. So I realized that although it is not a sector that people really would like to think about, it goes a long way to affect everybody. Once you're a consumer, you're affected by it. So that was what developed the interest, and then I started following it.
It wasn't easy from the beginning, you know, because it was new. There were several aspects that she had to learn and pick up. And therefore, when she was tutored and lectured, and she got into her strides, and then later we realized that things were going on well. And so it wasn't any surprise when she started winning the awards, because we knew we had groomed her and nurtured her into such a height that, the skies will be the limit. So, third time, it's possible. It's something which is not impossible. And we know that there are more awards to be won in the future.
I think that it is important that apart from these awards, I would continue to educate myself, upgrade myself in the industry, because the maritime industry is very huge. Now called the blue economy, is so huge, and so I would want to upgrade myself, my knowledge and understanding in the industry, so I can report well for people to also understand what goes on in the industry, because it matters about the environment as well. The pollution that the ships produces affects our health as well. The pollution they produce affects the fishes in the sea. So it's a huge sector, and I would love to upgrade myself, and in the years to come, I would wish to see myself not just being a reporter in the industry, but an expert or a brain that policymakers can also make use of, where we can not just go out and report, but we can also influence policies, make them understand what is going on and why they should insert or adapt certain things to the policies to help us as a society. Yeah.
At a point you realize that she's the only person in the Ghanaian media space who's propagating the issues at the port, and then things relating to shipping and all that. And the passion with which she goes about delivering her message is also very apt and to the point. And her delivery itself and all that, her diction on the English language and all that, make it enjoyable listening every morning. What we are expecting her to even go beyond the local scene and give us more news from other parts of the world, so we can compare things here, and by so doing it can also enhance on what we do locally here. Esi has done really marvelously well. Each morning you will get this beautiful voice articulating the issues of maritime news that's concerning the ports, the shipping lines and all that. And it is a good reflection for every business person to start with in a day. And may God bless her.
I would encourage each and every journalist that whatever you are doing, just do it. No matter what, no matter how, no matter who. You and I know that this work, journalism, is not easy. You have to, if you have to come out, you have to do extra work. You have to deny yourself certain comforts, because it means that you have to be persevering, you have to be ambitious, you have to be all that it takes to be able to come out. Now, specialization is one of the things that we can also look up to, because yes, we all do the general reporting, we all do that, we all go out, we all do the general reporting, but once you are able to identify your interest, I would advise that you put more effort in it, because in the years to come, if we are able to get specialized journalists like it is in the Western world, I think that it will help us. It will help us as a nation, so that we know that when it comes to this, in spite of the fact that we have experts who will talk about issues, we also have journalists who are experts, who can tell, before, after, and then, to help us make policies that will impact our society in general. So specialization is one of the things I think as journalists we should look at.
I am Bashiru Haki. I work with the Ghana Shippers Authority. I'm a principal freight and logistics officer. I've known Esi over the last 6 years, and she's been a consistent voice within the maritime sector. Her program with Oman FM is one of the leading platforms for setting the agenda within the maritime domain in Ghana, and her clarity and the consistency with which she develops her content is one that is very, very remarkable, and I'm not surprised at all that her efforts have been recognized. Recently, she was the proud recipient of the Maritime Reporter of the Year at the Ghana Shippers Awards, and I was very, very excited because I believe that she deserves that recognition, and she's someone that I believe has the passion and have made her platform a good foundation for those of us who set the agenda as far as our maritime industry is concerned in this country can use. And also it's a platform that I believe goes just beyond the maritime industry. It's a platform that enables us as a country to harness the potential of our blue economy. And I believe that going forward, she should keep that consistency. She should look to widen her scope. And I am aware of the latest platform, Map Focus, which I believe is going to be a huge impact as far as setting the maritime agenda is concerned. So I say kudos to you, Nanesi. The sky should not be your limit. I believe that there are still greater footprints that you can leave, so that when indeed the story of our maritime industry is told, you would be remembered for your contribution.
A futuo kakra me be man say we ni kwan say o feel reluctant and as o betina say dem nsa ahye dem fam oma complacency ibrina na etimudenti bun say omo e de o sacha dem fam but may encourage me nua no say on kosun kokodin na awards ye de man no me say 2022 say Yesu Kristo ama na ye da so tem koma obekọ anim asensei obefro international platform so na wakwakoje abasobode kese abegina mu adema Ken City adwumakonu. Chairman
of Ken City Media, Honorable Kennedy Japan. I always say that he was before I went to TV, he was the one who saw what was in me. He gave me that opportunity, and I am grateful building up on it. Honorable Ken, God bless you so much. I want to say a big thank you to my CEO, Mrs. Stella Wilson in Japan. She is our CEO, she is our leader, she is our mother. She's been there from day one, guiding you up until now. After news, she will call you, you said this and it was wrong, you should do it this way. She's always guiding us through it. You have to update yourself. She kept me on my toes. You have to update yourself because every morning you have to tell her what is going on in the industry. And sometimes she just asks, not that she doesn't know, she knows. So if you're unable to say it, it means you are not up to date. Okay, hey, update, you know. So Madam Stella, thank you so much for that support. These awards is because you gave us the opportunity to work with you, and it has been a blessing. God bless you too. Also to the radio director of Fakwabna Kwache. He was the first person to introduce me to the maritime industry. In fact, when I was giving the nod to start reading, like I said, I didn't even know what was maritime. So I had to start researching on it. He became the lecturer every morning. You have to do this, you have to do that. And so, Ofa, thank you so much. Maritime industry and these awards are because you believed in me and you took the opportunity to take me through. Not forgetting my editor and programs manager, Dr. Moses Okai. He will do the scripting, he will do the correction, he will sometimes listen to you and it's like, today you didn't deliver, what was wrong? So I would say thank you, because these awards are here because they were there to support me. Not forgetting my producer extraordinaire, Kwekwa Boaji. And now another producer to me is Ejando. God bless all of you. Kwekwa Boaji, you are such a super producer. Ejando, thank you so much. You people have been there for us. And to my colleagues in the newsroom, Oman FM newsroom, my colleagues in Netu TV newsroom, and the editor of Netu who is currently watching and interviewing me, I say thank you so much for the opportunity, because you gave me opportunity on TV, Netu, Nana come and do this, Nana come and do that. It all helped me, because as you keep doing it, you keep learning every stage bit by bit. The camera crew, everybody, the technicians, Barnabas, everybody. To the security, I would say thank you. This is not just the win for Maritime and Port News, it's a win for Ken City Media and all of us. And to the family out there who keep listening, who keep watching, the viewers and the listeners, we love you so much. We thank you for following Maritime and Port News on Oman FM. We say that we will do the best. We'll do the best now that we have all these awards. It's an obligation for us to, it oblige on us to do the best. So we'll deliver. Keep listening to Maritime and Port News on Oman FM and keep watching Netu TV. Thank you very much.